Hi everyone, welcome to PL Raj IAS and IPS Academy. I hope you would have watched the previous video about UPSC mains answer writing and the possible questions for 2022 mains. If you haven't watched it, please go back and watch that video. So today we will continue the next few topics. First topic for the day is tax havens in the United States. This topic was there in news because of the recent report by the Pandora Papers, which revealed how the so-called wealthy foreigners are using the different US destinations to hide their assets. So this is the context behind why this topic was there in news. So we'll go with the first question. What is tax haven? Discuss its impact on economy. So first of all, we need to have an idea about what is tax haven and why countries go for tax haven and what are the different impacts it creates in the economy of India. So we'll have to go through the concepts of base erosion, profit shifting, and black money, and how shell companies work, and what are the different impacts it creates, how it prevents the redistribution of wealth, etc. So this question should be prepared in this perspective. So the next question is, evaluate the success of the government measures against tax haven. There are various steps or measures taken by the government to curb black money and shell companies, etc. Like how we use the demonetization. The main aim of demonetization is to curb the black money, right? And we have different acts like Benami Transactions Prohibition Act, etc. So the next question is, discuss the steps taken to control shell companies. Again, this is also a similar question. Next one, world's wealthiest people hide their riches in the United States. So you know why this question has been framed, because it is directly been revealed by the report. So you should have an idea about how corporates or the wealthiest people use this tax havens to hide their assets. So the next topic is quarterly employment survey. So this survey is used. This quarterly employment survey is in news because the results of this survey of the first quarter of 2021 was released recently, and the objective of this particular survey is to enable the government to frame a proper national policy for employment. So we all know that unemployment is a major issue in India. We have different types of unemployment: disguised unemployment, underemployment. It's not just about being unemployed, it is also about being underemployed. So we'll go with the first question. India ratified the International Labour Organization's Employment Policy Convention 1964. But India does not have a national employment policy yet. Discuss it. So this particular convention, Employment Policy Convention, was ratified in the year 1998 itself in India, but till date we do not have a proper employment policy. Even recently, Niti Aayog and ILO have been working in order to boost the opportunities for gig workers, because recently there is a rise in the number of gig workers and the gig economy. So there are a lot of steps being taken from the government of India side, but there are a lot of challenges as well, because India is one of the country with a very large workforce, and as I already mentioned, underemployment is quite common in India. So all these challenges have to be overcome in order to provide employment opportunities. In the last video, we would have discussed about the Gati Shakti scheme, which provides infrastructure which indirectly increases the employment opportunities for the workforce in India. So this way we need to interrelate the topics and prepare for our mains. So the next question is, Discuss various measures to survey employment in India. Give your suggestion. So here we have the quarterly employment survey and the PLFS, that is the periodic labor force survey. So we need to learn the difference between the two, and also the biggest challenge is how to survey the informal workers in the economy. The informal workers constitute about 90% of the workforce in India. So what are the different challenges and how to include them in the survey? So that should be our suggestion. So the next topic for the day is new biodegradable polymer. This is in news because recently scientists have developed a new biodegradable polymer using the guar gum and chitosan. So whenever polymer is there in news, immediately what strikes our mind is plastic, right? So this is also an alternative for plastic. We know how plastic pollution is a big menace in our country and in the entire world, I would say. So the first question: examine the success of measures taken against plastic pollution in India. Okay, so here we need to know about the plastic pollution and its impacts, and also the success of measures taken. So we do have the plastic waste management rules, and we have the extended producer responsibility for plastic. So we need to go through all those topics. So the next question is discuss the alternatives to plastic. So this new biodegradable polymer itself is an alternative to plastic. So it is a direct question. And the next question, discuss the various steps taken to promote science and technology research in India. We have the National Science, Technology and Innovation Policy. So you can go through the different points available under that policy. Talks about the gender equality, etc. So you can go through it. Next topic is participation of women in R&D is less. Discuss the reason and give your suggestion to promote women participation. So under mains preparation, women empowerment is very important topic for you to prepare. So then the different reasons behind why the participation of women is very low, and the different steps in order to promote the women participation. So the next topic is arsenic contamination of food chain. So arsenic contamination is generally found in groundwater, but a recent study in Bihar has found that not only in groundwater, but arsenic contamination is also found in the food chain. So the first question is, safely managed water service is one of the agenda for sustainable development. Discuss about water contamination and steps taken to solve it. So safely managed water service is an indicator which gives information about the availability of safe drinking water for the people. So this is a very important indicator for sustainable development, because the SDG 6 itself says clean water and sanitation. And then about water contamination and the steps taken to solve it. So what are the effects of water contamination and the steps taken to resolve it? Next question, what is food chain contamination? Write the reason for food contamination and write major contaminants and its impacts on human. So about food chain contamination, we know about bioaccumulation, biomagnification, how the pesticides or the fertilizers we use contaminate the groundwater, and how it reaches the food chain also, and what are the different contaminants. So the one of the major contaminant is arsenic. We would have also come across mercury contamination. So we have to prepare all these topics for mains. So please do continue answer writing practice, and if you need any individual feedback, please do reach out to us. We are always there to guide you and support you. Thank you so much for watching.